Hello, everyone, and welcome to Infinity Tarot and Oracle. My name is Mary. We're going to be doing some Earth sign readings today. And just a little bit about this this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. I changed my setup a little bit because I love that table that I was using in the other ones, the white shiny table, but it's hard to reach. And like by the end of doing several readings, I feel like just absolutely exhausted between the energy of the reading and the leaning over to reach it. But now I pose the problem of using the microphone on my camera, the little headphones, across the table here so I can have the tripod set up properly to record. So I'm going to see how this goes. It's kind of getting in my way already, but I don't know really what else to do at the moment to make it different. I'm going to have to kind of change things up as I get the ability to. But just so you know, I am going to be doing an intuitive love read for the sign of Capricorn. I have a little bit of time before I have to babysit later, and so I was guided to do some readings, and I'm going to be doing them a little bit differently today. I get messages that come to me as I look at the cards, and I'm using two new decks that I'm learning as well, so I may read from the book, or I may decipher what messages I get, like channeled messages to tell you as far as everything goes. So I have been shuffling. Oh, how cute. The sun and in the pre-shuffle here, the sun and ace of stones popped out in my chrysalis. This is a beautiful deck. But this reading it's not going to be based on any traditional spread. It's going to be whatever I'm guided to do. And also the meanings may come from the book, or they may come from, like I said, from messages I'm guided to give. And I like to shuffle generally until something comes out. I'm just going to have to see how I'm guided to do this for you, and we'll see where it goes. But I'm going to try to do a Capricorn singles or singles and separation reading first now, and then I will do one for Capricorn couples. And so anyways, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm just kind of talking while I'm shuffling, but let's see what we see. Let's see what comes out for us. So I like at this time to ask the angels and guides of myself and the fellow, or I'm sorry, not fellow, I'm not a Capricorn. I don't think I have any Capricorn in my sign. But the Capricorns that are guided to watch this video, any messages that are important, I call upon universal energies of love and light, our divine source, spirit, angels and guides of myself and the person watching. This is September 2019, September 16th, I believe. But these messages are timeless. So whenever you are guided by your higher power to see this is when you were meant to. Okay, what messages do we have coming out for our Capricorns? A bunch fell there. Let's see. And I don't typically read reversals, and just in case, just to let you know, unless I feel guided to. So we're starting with the Five of Scrolls. So you may be going through some change. There may be some information coming in that might change things a little bit for you. Nine of Stones. You may be walking away from something that you put a lot of time into. You can see here that she is walking away with just her staff. And I know that this card is also about letting go of material possessions to possibly have a better spiritual connection. And then here we have a really positive card coming out for you, the Nine of Mirrors. And so, about reflection. You may be reflecting upon some things in your life. You may have some information coming in that's going to change things for you. And you may find the need to walk away from something that you put a lot of time into. Let's see what else we have here. I always feel bad just shuffling in silence. But sometimes, that's just kind of the way it has to be until the messages show themselves. But you definitely have, you've got some sunflowers there. I feel like this is telling you that you really need to kind of reflect upon some stuff with the Nine of Mirrors. And that it's kind of like ending. Nines are usually the ending of a cycle and starting back out into something new. So very much could be that you've walked away from something that you've put a lot of time and effort into. You're taking away just what you need with you to move on to a better, existence for yourself. Like I said, with the change there and the Five of Scrolls, that information is there and it's pinned down, but, we always have free will as well. And so here we have that popped out for you just now, the Companion, or Five of Spirals. So I feel like there's a new companion coming in for some of you. And this is a love read, so definitely, a love interest. And then we have the Three of Stones. And 3 is a sign of creativity. And the owls here are, representative of intuition. And there's a lot of intuitiveness going on here that I see, so I just wanted to kind of, I'm going to go to the guidebook here for the Nine of Mirrors, like that I feel this is the center around everything that's happening is joy and a companion coming in. The spiral suit is about, passion and personal growth. So I think that the person coming in for you is going to help you grow as a person and as a spiritual individual. And, it's got a fire element to it as well. And, let's see here. I'm just going to go to the King of Spirals. Kind of was guided to go to the book on that one with the companion card there. Definitely have somebody coming in, though. This could be, it could possibly be somebody from your past. And the reason I say that is because of the 3 owls. I feel like somebody in a relationship from the past made some changes that needed to be made, and they're going to be coming back to you a different person, and it's going to bring you a lot of joy. And that's where the change comes in as well. And I think that I'm guided to not even go to the book because I feel like that's the message that you need to hear. That there is a person that you were involved with in a love or a deep friendship that is coming back. You're going to get news of them coming back. It's going to bring you a lot of joy, and they're going to be a companion for you. And it might cause you to have to walk away from some things that you put a lot of time into. Maybe start over without so many material possessions, but this person is coming back changed. They're coming back a different person than they used to be. And that'll leave just the 2 owls, and that older one is going to just take off and fly away, and then it's going to leave you two as 2 changed individuals. And in that connection, you're going to grow tremendously. Let's see what else we get. Ooh, 5 of Spirals popped out. So we got another 5. And, 5s are a card of change in general. And this is like, there's a lotus image in this picture on the wing of the dragon there. And, that can be like re-emerging up from the mud and turning into something absolutely beautiful. You probably didn't even know what was underneath this person, and whatever they were before, when you knew them before or were with them before, you really probably didn't even know that this beautiful transformation, like the lotus, the person has been through a lot, and they're coming out of it a better person. Much change going on here for you in the love department. A lot of 2 5s coming out of 2 different suits. Let's see if we can get anything else here. I have another new deck as well that I'm learning. It's pretty neat. Okay, Two of Scrolls. And, you know, we have like, there's like a mysticness to this. You see the horse is also like a Pegasus type creature with also a horn like a unicorn. And two is always a number about making choices. So you've got the Two of Scrolls coming in, and I am going to pull this one up here just for a second in my book. You know, and so I'm guided to read you this one. This is about fantasy. So a winged black unicorn is a rare sight indeed. She symbolizes immense swift power and contradiction. This card is about facing difficult choices and trusting your instincts, right, with the intuition here. But first, it reminds you to order your life and maintain your perspective. A particular dilemma you face could require a flight of fantasy. Avoid the tendency to overthink a complex problem. By taking a fantasical, imaginative, even impractical approach, you may hit upon a practical solution. The unicorn's horn signifies the sword of counterintuitive thinking that penetrates the highest realms of wisdom. So you may have some negative thoughts regarding this person, and this is kind of like a choice between, like, the dragon is like spitting out stuff that has invaded his psyche, you know, and so you may have some, like I said, two is a number of choices. You can always choose between positive thoughts or negative ones, and really in life it's all about perspective. It really is. And it's how you look at things. You know, I grew up in like a home with a lot of like domestic violence. And it was a bad situation for many, many, many years. But I remembered, aside from being an alcoholic, but my dad would take us camping and fishing, and he made the most beautiful things out of woodwork. He was so intelligent. He's still alive, but he doesn't live around me anymore. But when I was a child, I mean, my God, the stuff he made was so beautiful. And I lived in horror, what a lot of people might not even be able to come out of, like, okay. And when I got married, I told my soon-to-be ex, like, about my childhood. And I told him how, I would say, like, I had a good childhood. And he'd be like, how can you even say that, because of the stuff that you have told me that you endured. And, well, why? Because it's perspective. Because I chose to not dwell on the horrid part of my childhood, but the fishing trips and the camping trips. So, I'm just trying to say here that it's really all about perspective. Yes, things can be bad, and I get that, but it's also about how you see them, because, in every bad situation, there is something good that can come out of it. And so this is out of my Secret Forest tarot deck. This is judgment. This is ending and beginning. It's resolution of a dilemma. And like I said, I feel like this is the card of joy, reflection upon your life. And so that's like the center energy of the reading here. And with this coming in as judgment, the beginning and end, there is a phase of your life ending and a new one is about to begin. New love is coming in for you, Capricorns. And like I said, when I say new, I totally mean it could be somebody from the past who is now a new person. So you can choose to focus on what they used to be and hurt, or you can focus on what they are now and trust in that and have joy. And so I feel like that's an important message for somebody out there as well. Let's see what else we get from our Secret Forest. This deck is interesting. It drew me in, and I was like, I don't know. I got it. And then when it arrived, I was like, oh, it's so dark. I don't know. And see, we have another 9. You have a 9 here, a 9 here, a 9 here. 9, 9, 9. Totally the ending is something is totally ending in your life. And then 2 5s, there's change coming in. And I had a few other pop out here as well. But anyways, I was saying this deck is so dark. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it, so I immediately like listed it back on eBay because I didn't feel like I was resonating with it. But after I've been working with it a little bit, I find it's pretty interesting, and I decided to just keep it. I was like, if the bidding goes where I want it to go, I'll keep it, and if not, you know, I'll let it go because it's meant for somebody else, and it didn't, so it's meant for me, definitely. And this is a Tower card. So, and it represents some confusion, things like that. And then, you know, this is a 9 of Wands in this deck. So, an emotional tie, collaboration, a common interest. I really feel like this love interest that is going to be entering your life, is really, you two are going to be working on some stuff together, and you're going to spark each other's imagination and fantasy and curiosity, and it's just going to bring so many good things for you. I can feel that coming. And so let's take a look here, because I just want to look at the book. I had a couple other cards fly kind of out here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep it. This is the card of death, fear, dilemma. So you've got the Tower, you've got death, you've got 3 9s, you've got 5s. Change is all through this reading. And so let's see here. You also had a couple other fly out. I'm going to take a look at the my Secret Forest Tarot guide for this next one. Okay, here. All right, so this is the Hanged Man card. I feel like we should keep that one as well. And then also this is a 5 of coins in this deck. So you've got like 5, 5, 5 and 3 different suits, 9, 9, 9. That might be significant to some of you. And, you know, so just a lot of, let's take a look. I'll let you know here what in this deck. The 5 of coins. You know, there's like a lizard emerging from the water on a thorny stick. And 5 or just 5er. I do 5er work, so it's like stuck in my head, I guess. This is going to be, you know, environmental diversity, contradictory emotions, and inconsistent thoughts. And I feel like that kind of ties in with this 9 of stones here too. Environmental diversity. So because this person is like walking away from something that didn't necessarily grow into what they anticipated it would. And excuse me. And, you know, the ending is here. The beginning is here. The Hanged Man. So you're kind of in a waiting period right now as far as that goes. And I think it's interesting how you have so many 9s and so many 5s in this reading. And you've got all of the signs, the Tower, the Hanged Man, death. So much going on here. But this companion is going to bring you joy. There's so much beauty in this card. I mean, there's... All right, to my Capricorns, I apologize. I had completed your reading, and there was a second portion of the video because in the first portion of this, which should now be like seamlessly merged by the time you watch this, excuse me, a call came in to my cell phone, which is on Do Not Disturb. But at the same time, it stopped the recording of the first half. So I had to... start over, and I did a whole 10 more minutes for you, and guess what? It's all gone. It was recorded, but it's silent. There's no audio. So I'm like, oh, thank you, telemarketer, for... No. You got to look at it like this. It must be for a reason. Everything is for a reason. And I know it gets frustrating. Our ego and physical life wants us to feel frustrated, but at the same time, there had to be a reason for that. But what came out here, I was saying that I'm just going to kind of brief, and I apologize, Capricorn. I'll try to, Capricorn Singles and in separation. I'm going to try to I'll try to make it up to you next time. This is a work in progress. I'm learning this, and the way that I have to set up my phone, I can't see if it's still taping and whatnot. So there's got to be an easier way. I'm going to figure it out. But I've already improved from my very first readings, but I apologize. So anyways, there was one more card that I pulled out for you that was in the second half, and it was card 28. Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. And that's in my Lightworker Oracle deck. And I mean, that's a 10. And you had 9, 3 different 9s here. So completion, you have death, beginning, and end. So you're definitely in the end stages of something. You're walking away from something. You're going to be making a choice. But this new companion in the love department, like I said, that's coming back or into your life is going to be just causing you both to just soar. And so when I went to my Lightworker Oracle deck, I wanted to just kind of read to you directly from this, and I did in the other recording, which got cut off. So I'm going to do it again for you here. Like I said, there's always a reason. So perhaps the divine has a plan that I don't know, and that's the reason why and just now as I looked at my timer, we're at 2 minutes 28 seconds because I'm standing now to finish this so that I can see my phone this time. I don't want it to happen again because I'm running out of time and I'm not going to be able to do the other earth signs before my little granddaughter gets here and I have to babysit. But so this is what this is what this says for you. Part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gift of Ascended Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. And I apologize if I'm pronouncing the Master Hilarion incorrectly, but I just, like I said, I was saying in the other recording that I just found it amazing because I was telling you that you need to look at things differently. You need to choose what you allow your, mind to have going on in there. It's been filled with so much over the years of your life and the course of your life, but you want to make sure that you're putting back out only positivity. So this person coming back to you or coming into your life new, for those of you who don't have somebody who might come back, they're going to help complete the healing cycle for you, and you are to them. And you guys are going to be together happily for a very long time, and you're going to soar together. You're going to heal each other, what's left of the wounds of your past, and you're going to learn to trust again together. And the universe is asking you to trust in that and this person and only see the positivity in their changes. Don't think about what they used to be. And if it's somebody new, don't think about what other people have done to you, because this is going to be different. This is different. And so what this says here is this oracle comes with a message for you, just in case those who might need this. If you're interested in healing that involves the mind, whether this be psychology, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, hypnosis, NLP, philosophy, or a course of study, you are encouraged to explore it. If you feel inspired to work with your belief systems through affirmations or other techniques for mental reprogramming, such as guided relaxations and meditations, you are encouraged in this too. Your mind is developed and powerful, and you will work well with these techniques. So one of those techniques I mentioned may be something you want to pursue, or maybe you're already pursuing it. And if not, then, the positive affirmations and things like that. I feel like this is all about ending a cycle that contained a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, a lot of mistakes, but, really they're all just there to guide us in a certain direction. And the Nine of Mirrors is a reflection. It's coming back to you with joy. And as you walk away from all those painful events of the past and the memories of what the person who's returning to you did or that you did together, and focus on the positive, you're going to have so much success and joy in your life. It's going to be unbelievable. So much change. All the pain is behind you, Capricorns. This new cycle, this new companion that's coming in. And like I say, by new, I can mean an old person who's now a different person. Because of the healing that you've done, the universe is not going to allow somebody back into your romantic life that's going to hinder that for you. No, they're not good. It's not going to happen. So trust in that. trust in your intuition. Know that, everything that happened is leading you to the path that brought you to this point where you're going to be excelling now and healing each other and healing other people probably in the process. So I do again apologize for this strange break in this video with what happened with that phone call. I realized in this that if I put my phone in airplane mode, it's not going to let things through and I can still record. So that's where it is right now, and I'll know that for next time. Thank you so much, single Capricorns and Capricorns in separation. You're at the end of the painful road that you've been on, and new joyful experiences and ascension and healing and love and amazingness is coming for you very soon. Be open to it. And I hope this reading resonated with you in some way. Please leave me some comments that I know that it did. Tell me what's happening, especially the people who resonated with the addiction recovery, or somebody who had been an addict or an alcoholic in the past. I'd love to hear your story, and hope that this helped. Please click like if you resonated with this video at all. Please share it if you feel it'll help someone else. It also helps it circulate around YouTube so other people can hear it. And there are a lot of ways. If you appreciated this reading, I am starting to do personal readings. I'm starting out very small with those. They're just $2.22 for a 1-question reading, and it's going to be 10 to 15 minutes of me telling you what I'm finding about that question. And I'm selling those through my Etsy shop. So you can find the link in the description box below this video. If you would like to do a personal reading and have it based on your own personal energies with me, I can do that to you. And what I'll do is I'll do the reading. I upload it to a private link on YouTube to where I'll give you the link, and only you and I, or anybody you give that link to, will be able to see it. So you'll be able to see the cards come out and all of that stuff. I also have some really, I'm a Reiki master, so I have some Reiki infused pieces in my Etsy shop, because I'm a very creative person, as I'm sure you are too, because I have a feeling a lot of the people who are drawn to this are going to be creative in some way. You can purchase jewelry. Anything helps, kind of trying to start things over in my life, which can be hard, as we all know. All the change and newness can be, kind of daunting at times. But at the same time, I've been finding a lot of beautiful things along my path, and I find I'm helping people as well. So that just means the world to me. But any way that you can help would really appreciate it. If you can check out my Etsy shop for some jewelry and homemade things, or maybe a Reiki session, which I sell on Fiverr. And like I said, the personal reading, 1-question readings right now, $2.22 for 10 to 15 minutes or more. Sometimes I can talk, so whatever I'm guided to say. Thank you so much, Capricorn Singles and in separation, for joining me here for this reading today. I'm going to send you loads of love and light, and prayers for the rest of your path, for this new cycle that's coming. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much. Love and light to you.